Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian of the class of 2018, Cecilia Ann Elliot. Cece.
Good morning to friends, family, faculty, and most importantly, my fellow classmates. Thank you all for being here with us on this very important and long-awaited day. I know that at the start of freshman year, we were sure it would be forever before this day would come. Well, it is here, and we are so close. I know that much of the class of 2018, including myself, cannot wait to hear our names called and walk across the stage. First, I would like to briefly thank some very important people who are the reason I'm up here speaking to you today. My parents and sister have taught me the importance of a strong work ethic, and they have always believed in me even when I have not believed in myself. Thank you for your words of encouragement and endless love. To my best friends, thank you for filling these past 4 years with so much laughter and happiness. Lastly, I would like to thank all of my teachers, from elementary school to the one sitting in front of me right now. Without each of you, I would not be where I am today. Today, I would like to talk to you all about change, everyone's favorite thing. Change is defined as the act or instance of making or becoming different. Well, our lives are definitely about to become different. Whether you're going off to college, the military, or the workforce, things are going to change. We are going to be thrown into a completely different world than we are used to. For the past 4 years of our lives, we have spent every school day rotating between 9 periods, from 8 a.m. to 2:44. We would go to practices or activity after school, and we probably spent more time at Aquinas than at our own homes. Things are going to change very soon. There's going to be a lot more freedom in a few months, and how we respond to that freedom will set the stage for our success. In biology, we learn that change is necessary to survive. Organisms must adapt to their environment in order to make it. That isn't much different for us. In order to thrive and flourish in life, we must accept and embrace change. This quote, attributed to Socrates, truly embodies the idea of embracing change. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. We may have changed in different ways, some bigger changes than others, but it has happened. I know that at the beginning of high school, people are often afraid to try new things and join new activities. Throughout these past 4 years at Aquinas, much of the class of 2018 has grown and tried new things. People have joined new sports, even in senior year. They have joined new clubs, and they have performed in their first theater productions. Students in our class last year led the rejuvenation of the Diversity Club at Aquinas. Overall, these changes have been incredibly beneficial to the Aquinas community. In freshman year, I know many of us would go to study hall and actually try to do homework or study. Now we go to study hall to talk, hang out, relax, maybe cram for a test, and hopefully catch an episode of Catfish or Jersey Shore on MTV. It can be up to you to decide whether that change was for the better. I know that I am grateful for that change because through study hall's senior year, I've become friends with new people and have made many memories. People often refer to change as good change and bad change. I, however, do not believe there's such a thing as bad change. Change forces us to grow, and I think any type of growth is positive. I'm not saying change is always easy, because it is often very difficult, but it is worth it. Many people do not like change because it often forces them out of their comfort zone. People tend to like what they're used to and what they know well. I know that the transition into senior year was hard. We were all filling out college applications, some of us waiting until the last minute, but we did it. We were given a lot more responsibility and a larger workload. It was a big change from the rest of high school, but I think we all came out stronger. Also, the change we are about to experience will not be easy either. These last few months of senior year have been bittersweet. We no longer see each other every single day, and we are going in so many different directions. This may be hard, but it will force us to grow. I think we can all look at our friends in the class of 2017 and previous years and see the immense amount of change and growth they have gone through after graduating high school. While we have changed a lot through the past 4 years, the next 4 years will change us even more. The next few years are when we figure out who we are and what we want to become. There will be plenty of ups and downs, with some bad times but many more good times. I think it is often the hard times that change us the most. When you go through hard times but do not give up, you come out better and stronger than before. C.S. Lewis once said, "Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny." I hope that you all will try and push through hardships and adversity because there is always a light at the end of a dark tunnel. It may not seem like it at the moment, but after getting through a hard time, you will realize how much you have grown and how much stronger you truly are. If you are going through a hard time next year, remember this quote from the great Albus Dumbledore: "Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light." This past November, I attended a leadership conference with many of my fellow classmates. One of the speakers said something that really stayed with me, and I think it can go hand in hand with change. This speaker was talking about looking forward instead of looking back. As Nate previously mentioned, there is a reason that the front window of a vehicle is so much larger than the rearview mirror. Just like while driving, it is important for us to always look forward, but every now and then look back in that small rearview mirror. This idea of looking forward is important to think about when change happens. My fellow classmates, I hope that when you face change, you look forward and see how you can grow with that change instead of focusing on what things used to be like. Another aspect of change is being the driving force of change in whatever community you are part of. I encourage you to get involved at whatever place you are at next year. In today's world, it is crucial that you stand up for what you believe in and for things that are important to you. Personally, I believe that in the next 20 years or so, our generation will bring a lot of change to this world. Just in this year alone, students our age across the country have proved that they will not be silenced. The March for Our Lives was organized by many high schoolers all over this country. No matter if the issue you are passionate about is small or large, do something with it. Also, if you see something you do not like or do not think is right, stand up and say it. Change in this world must start with us. It may sound cheesy and cliche to say that we are the future, but it is the truth. In a number of years, which may seem far away, some of us will be teachers, lawyers, doctors, politicians, chefs, chemists, nurses, and the list could go on. We will be the people making the difference in the community and truly driving the change we can go through. For the longest time, we have often looked to adults in whatever area of the workforce for assistance, or we have relied on them for help. Well, class of 2018, very soon we are going to be those adults having people rely on us. We will have a chance to have a larger voice and a large impact on our community. This is a great deal of freedom and responsibility, but it is also a great opportunity. We can take what we are passionate about now, and we can have an even larger platform to implement some change. Never give up on what you believe in, because it could be the change that this world needs. Thank you.